Push it, click, click. Oh,
Welcome
you
to the
can't hear
Nikki
me.
Rich Show. We are here today with a featured guest. We got Miss Destiny Payton in the house. I'm so excited about that. But before we get to our guests, I want you guys to make sure you tuned in and you're following us along at the Nikki Rich Show on Instagram as well as the Nikki Rich Show.com, our official website, and check us out on YouTube, Nikki Rich, the number two, and the Nikki Rich Show. Well, guys, today we got a special guest. As you can see, she's in the house. Welcome.
Hey, how y'all doing?
Yeah, I want to tell everybody a little bit about you because you are a true boss. You
I
are the
appreciate it.
star of OWN's hit TV show Love and Marriage,
The
Huntsville.
star. Okay.
Also, she is a recording artist, CEO, influencer, realtor, and mom, making it happen. So, welcome to the Nikki Rich Show.
Well, thank you for having me again, Miss Nikki Rich.
So excited. We're here today to talk about your new single you just released because you moving and shaking over there.
Yes, literally, it went live yesterday. So I am on a journey and a mission to keep on promoting it and keep it moving. And it's called On 10.
Yes.
Since they say that I'm aggressive, I'm not aggressive. I'm just aggressively on 10, just like my
Yeah.
single.
Let them know on 10. We can
On
get to
10. Absolutely. And the link is
it.
in my bio, and it is in my story, and you can download it on all streaming platforms as of today.
And I see a lot of YouTubers and everybody reposting your music. I mean, how does that feel?
I'm so grateful. Listen, when I saw it, actually my nanny sent it to me first, and I was like, I just started getting teary eyed because I'm like, this is a little girl's dream. Like the little girl in me, I see it. Like to see my song available for people to get is like, it's nothing but I say God's promises coming to fruition.
But I'm going to let everybody know, too, that this ain't your first time. You've been in the music industry for a while. BT them picked you up and reached out to you, so many other networks. So tell us how you got into music.
Well, if we got to start from the beginning, it started in the Baptist church. Amen. And I was one of those girls that the pastor would call on to come and sing in the middle of a sermon and just randomly. And I was in a group with a couple other girls from my church too. And we would do his pastor appreciations. We would go to other churches with him and tour and sing. And it started there. And then it started from that to talent shows. You can tell me I won Brandy or Tony Braxton back in the day. And then it just matriculated to me going to performing arts college and really, really being engulfed in it every day and acting and singing. I was in a band in LA and I was auditioning and on set every day.
Wow. Now, was there anybody that inspired you to want to get into it?
Actually, my mother is a singer, and though we don't have, a strong relationship because she's battling with her own addiction. She's actually in rehab right now. The first time I've heard of this in 20 plus years. So thank you, God, for the journey that she's begun on her own. But she literally has a voice like Whitney Houston. And
wow.
I didn't even know that until I did my first talent show and I called my grandmother and I told her I won. And she told me, well, your mom's a singer. And I'm like, what? I did not know that. And then I started hearing her sing and seeing things that she had done. And my dad was like, oh, yeah, that's how I met her. She was singing in Detroit in the bar. And I'm like, oh, wow, I didn't know that. And so, so my journey began a long time ago and it's in me. Actually, and this is my first time ever talking about this in an interview. My grandmother is a Scott originally. Coretta Scott King and her are first cousins. So they were in a singing group in what part of Alabama? Somewhere I can't remember. Marion, Alabama. Is it Marion, Alabama? They were in a group together. So my grandmother and her sisters and her cousins, they all sing.
Wow, that's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And look at you now. You passing it along.
I'm trying. Doing the best I can.
And you got so much love and support. I mean, from everybody, from your friends, from just so many people. How does that feel?
Listen, I'm working on not listening to the naysayers and focusing on the positive, but it feels great. Like I'm grateful because even the naysayers, they make me work harder.
Yes. Now, as a recording artist, a music artist, what advice would you give those who are trying to get started out there? Because I know it ain't easy. You have to do so much from being in the studio to, mixing and mastering and making videos and different things. What advice would you give an artist out there that's trying to get into the music industry?
One thing I would say is never give up. That's first and foremost,
Hmm.
because people are like, "Who's going to listen to?" They everybody has their opinion, but I say never give up, and also hone your craft. Because though I hadn't sung in almost 7 years before I did this song, I went
Hmm.
back into vocal lessons immediately when my heart was the desire to sing again came up, because I really believe in honing your craft. So never ever think that you just got it. Always know that there's room for growth, no matter how far you are in your talents and your gifts, and just keep on loving on yourself and knowing that
Yeah.
whatever God has shown you or whatever God has promised you will come to fruition as long as you keep on pushing.
Now on 10, you just put it out. I know a lot of people like the remix stuff. Is there anybody you want to remix on 10 or any features or
Man,
anything?
I would love a remix of On Thing. When I first heard it, I was like, oh, this need to be a song with a remix on it or something.
Yes.
Like, I don't know. Like, I need me like a hood rapper, like, somebody somebody to take it to the next level and be
Yeah.
on 10 with me. Yeah, I definitely see a remix for sure.
Now, what about visuals? Any videos coming up?
So yes, because everything happened so quickly with me literally starting with my vocal coach telling one of her producers that she had somebody that she think would be great with, and we just did a song, and it was like, oh. So having like the visuals ready, I have a couple of people that are offered to shoot videos. So I have some treatments in mind. But
Hmm.
yes, there will be a video. There will be as of now, just a lyric video available for people to know what the song is talking about, what the verbiage is. But yes, we will have some visuals. Yes.
Yay! I'm ready. Now, also, you have an umbrella of things that you do as well. You're on Love and Marriage Huntsville. Can we expect any performances or anything on the show?
Y'all ask Carlos, ask the King,
See, we got to get you performing on there, or in the studio or
ask the King.
something.
Actually, I just when I say hone your craft, I just went to a artist boot camp, and when I tell you, it was such a humbling experience to get back out there. It was kids that were like 8 and 9, and then women that were like in their 40s and 50s that were there with me, doing stage presence, vocals, and all of that. So I'm getting ready.
Yes, getting ready. Now, what else can we expect from you from reality TV? I know it's
Ah,
getting juicy tonight. Everybody got to tune in.
what I would say is going forward from what we've already finished part of the season. We just started back filming last week.
Hmm.
So I would say you're going to see more of Destiny and not just Destiny as a supporting friend.
Yes.
I feel like you'll see more of my world and my life and my real story versus just being in the midst of everybody else's stuff.
I think we've been seeing that from day one.
Oh, really?
Yes, Destiny, you came
Okay.
in there, you was rocking, honey. That's why you still here.
Listen, thank you by the grace of God.
Yeah.
But I think you're gonna see more of my life and more of
Hmm.
what's going on with me, more of law, more of the dating life and the
Hmm.
music and the relaunch of Madani, bouncing back from
Yeah.
COVID and divorce and all that stuff. I think you should get more of that this season. At least that's my hope.
Well, I like how open you are, about your journey, your life. And that's why everybody can relate to you. You're very open. You got to wait a second.
Stop texting me.
What you say?
I said my phone is going wild because my single is out. So people are calling and texting me. So I'm like, stop calling. I'm in the interview. Stop texting me.
But I was saying I like how open you are about your journey, your life. You're open, but not too much. We can relate to everything that you're going through.
Oh, well, I appreciate that. I know
Yeah.
that people, I'm the most private reality person ever. But I'm the person. I know people like that doesn't make any sense because I am a private person by nature, but I just feel like in doses. And when I'm in a place where I can share and I'm, comfortable, like as far as the divorce process, that healing is a lot.
Ooh,
And now that I'm now that I'm in a place, and then then being postpartum, going through that, like it just took me a minute to get to a mental state where I can share it with the world.
mhm. Yes, I know. Now tell us what's your outlook on your brand in the future, of 2022, we in the middle. So what is your outlet look and your vision on your brand?
So I call it the relaunch because I've already launched. So it's the relaunch of Madani, and it's just getting back on the path that I started, and
Okay.
the vision that I had before everything happened.
Mm-hmm.
So the relaunch of Madani, I have management now. I have a revamp of the store. Excuse me, and just really growing the brand. But I realized, and I had this talk with God recently, that it's so much bigger than just me and my legacy of leaving. My legacy with Madani.
Mm-hmm.
It's me doing my own franchises and showing women and men that want to get into the beauty industry how to take back black. We need to get back our block. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
To get back our block. Like we need to own these beauty supply stores because there's no reason why we
Yes.
don't have more ownership. And there's no reason why we don't have more support. Even with my relaunch, I had a man come in my store and he said, there's no reason why every black woman in Huntsville is not in this store. And it's like we have to be retrained, we have to be reprogrammed to support. And my goal and my purpose, I'm realizing more and more daily, is that I'm a part of leading that.
Yes.
And so helping people get in the beauty industry and creating legacy and wealth for their families and putting it back into our communities is where I see Madani. We have a product line that has been, we've been working on for the last 2 years. We launched it last year, revamped packaging and things like that. So the Madani Glow Up collection, which is our brow enhancer, which is a brow glow serum, and we have our hair elixir, growth elixir, which is for hair growth, scalp growth. And we also have our vitamin C skin glow serum, which is amazing. It smells so good. These are 3 products that I worked on within the last 2 years.
Yes.
Packaging, ingredients, smell, all of that, because I have really sensitive skin, so I can't use everything. And the fact that I can use my skin glow, and it's not that I even wanted to go into skincare. It just happened to be some things that I was dealing with, and I had a chemist that sent me some hair growth products to work. And I'm like, that's awesome. Thank y'all so much, because my edges came out after I had my baby. And I'm the baby hair queen now. So I was like, wait a minute. And so I used it because they had sent it to Madani, and I just had it on hand. And I thanked them because when it grew my edges back, I thanked them. And they were like, well, are you interested in doing your own line? I'm like, yeah, of course. So then I started telling them things that I needed. Like my skin was going crazy because I had just had love. My eyebrows had thinned out. The hair was already growing back because I was using the serum. And so I started adding things that I wanted to the product. I started adding things that I wanted to the product line, which ended up initially with 3 products, and it's called the Madani Glow Up Collection.
Yes, Madani Glow Up collection. Glow
It
up.
helped me get my glow back after I had my baby.
You know what? As also, when having your own beauty store, there's always a stigma too with black women, black men, that come into the store. They always say, "Oh, it's more expensive." You're in a black owned.
Oh no, I'm actually too inexpensive. I've had people come in there and buy a bundle of stuff, and literally they're like, "That's it." And I'm looking at the price like, "Yeah, maybe I need to go up." I keep hearing this,
But
like maybe I need to go up.
I
So it's
feel
definitely. Sorry.
I
So
feel
sorry
like
about that.
your price is your price, no matter if it's high, low, whatever.
And
If
that's the thing that I wish people would respect about businesses. Period. Whether they're black. I mean, because then you go into Chick-fil-A, you're gonna say, "Oh, that sandwiches." The other day when I got my total for a kids meal and the salad, I was like, Jesus Christ, I could have sat down at the 4-star. But you don't say, well, give me my money back, I don't want it. You just buy it. So for me, I wish that people would respect black owned businesses and not think because it's black owned that it's cheaper,
yes.
or that you can get a deal, I just wish they would respect Black owned businesses the same way they do other businesses.
Most definitely. Now, do you have any master or anything that you're offering right now to the people who are out there, the business owners?
Absolutely. I will be actually on a beauty tour. Diaz, I keep saying Diaz. We partnered together to do a beauty boss tour, but also there is a company out that has opened over almost 200 beauty supply stores that are Black owned. And they reached out to me to do a partnership to tour and to talk about ownership and help people that want to get in the industry because that's my passion.
Wow, that's amazing. And I
And we'll
definitely
talk more about that on the show. You'll see that journey on the show.
I definitely want to talk about, one thing that I love that you did. You now in national commercials throughout the world, Kaleidoscope, I love
Yes.
that. Congratulations on that. How did
Listen,
that
I'm
turn
grateful.
out?
Actually, I attribute that all to Tisha.
Okay.
Letitia Scott. She called me and was like, "Hey, I got some work. You want to work?" And I'm like, "Do you know about this product?" I'm like, "Yeah, I have it in the store. People come in there and buy it all the time." And she's like, "Well, let's try it out." So we tried it out. We went down and shot the commercial. And that's actually not my first commercial. My first national commercial was for Captain D's before I was on TV at all.
Indeed.
With reality shows, I should say.
Okay.
So that was my first commercial, and it ran for 2 years. But I'm grateful for Kaleidoscope because Judy is a big proponent for women and togetherness, and
Mhm.
really showing what is supposed to be.
Yeah.
And when we're coming together, and just when we come together, it's just so much stronger. And I watch her journey, and I watch how she moves. Just she's just an all around like phenomenal businesswoman and phenomenal person. Like the energy on set was great. The Brad was there too. Candy was there. It was just great energy.
And I love how business owners, y'all can come together and it's still in the area that you working in, being a beauty business owner, So I love that.
And one of the things she said to me when we had our, she sat down, she came to our dressing room, which she didn't have to do. Tisha and I,
Mhm.
she was like, "So what?" Talking to us, and she was like, "You're in the beauty industry." She said, "That's a hard industry. The beauty supply industry is a hard industry. If people don't have any clue." But my
Mm-mm.
goal is to be able to give my blueprint to people and show my roadblocks and the bumps and bruises that I went through to get them ahead of that.
Yeah. Well, you doing it. You making it happen. Now,
I'm
is
doing
there
the best I can.
any quick, shout outs or anything you would like to, leave with the people? Anything you would like to say?
Shout out to Law, my baby boy, my inspiration, my heart, my everything. I just created a entertainment company in his likeness. It's called the Law of Destiny Entertainment. So all of my music and anything television is under that brand. But just follow the Glow Up collection as it continues to grow, and our product line for Madani Beauty continues to grow.
Mhm.
And just Madani Beauty itself, and then Destiny as the brand, and all the things that I love to do, which is singing and acting and just creating stuff. Like I'm one of those brains. I'm like, stop creating. Let me finish this first. Stop. No, 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 no. I write it down, but just let's finish this checklist first. So yeah,
And
just
real
stay
estate
tuned.
too. Let's not leave out real estate.
No, but see, with real estate, I've been doing a lot of referrals because I'm busy. But the other part to that is once everything is where I want it to be as far as Madani and my music and anything that's creative, I definitely want to get back into real estate full fledged and build homes because I'm passionate about that too.
Mhm. Well, I'm excited for you so much coming up. You know, everything you're doing. We are going to be watching tonight on.
Okay, okay, okay.
I'm definitely tuned in.
It's gonna be
Um,
it's gonna be interesting. I don't know what it's gonna be like because we don't see it until it hits the actual editing floor. So we'll
oh
see.
my God. I can imagine. Now, real quickly, can you let everybody know who you are and you're watching the Nikki Rich Show?
Absolutely. I am Destiny Payton from Love and Marriage Huntsville from Madani Beauty, and you are watching the Nikki Rich Show. Follow me at the Destiny Payton on IG and Facebook, and also Madani Beauty Supply and Salon Suites on Facebook, and at Madani Beauty on IG.
Thank you so much. Thank you. It's been so awesome.
And let me say this: my single is available for all of y'all. I know I said it at the beginning, but I'm gonna say it again. My single on 10 is available on all streaming networks, and you also will be able to hear me on 94.5 in Atlanta on the 24th, and we also will be on 103.1. We up in Huntsville on the 24th. My song is playing on the radio, so thank you, Lord. Thank you, God. Thank y'all for the support.
You on the radio? Well, you everywhere now. The radio is awesome, but like you're everywhere because you can listen to it, and if you out there and you want to start the challenge over there, on 10 challenge,
Oh, the on 10 challenge. I like that. I like
yeah,
that.
you can go to TikTok, you can go on Instagram, and
TikTok dance will be available this week. This upcoming week, you'll have a TikTok dance on 10.
Okay, and it's everywhere on Instagram too, so y'all can go and create, with that. So
Absolutely.
thank you
Thank you so much, Nikki. I appreciate you.
Thank you. And if you can hold tight 1 second, okay?
Okay.
Thank you guys for tuning in. We're live, Destiny Payton, and she is the star of the hit show, Love and Marriage Huntsville. Thank you so much.